それって、新型風車建造プロジェクトに、慶風学園の学生が参加するっていう、あれじゃないかしら。
After dinner, everybody gathered in the dining room in the dormitory, and they had an emergency Soaring Club meeting. I think you mean Soaring Fan Club meeting. The main subjects were the breaking down of the garage which Matsasugu heard about, and the rumor that Amane was coming back, which Ageha had heard about, which means we can become the Soaring Club again, right? Starting a new windmill project?
風車の丘に新しいデザインの風車を建てるの。
But there's like 25 windmills on Windmill Hill. It's named, the entire hill is named after windmill. And they want to build a new one?
そんなの作るんだ。そのプロジェクトに特別実習って形で、うちの学生も参加させようって話よ。その実習の講師を、あまねちゃんがやるの？どうもそうらしいわね。
Oh, well, then I approve. If that's the reason why Amane is coming back, hell yeah.
なんでヨルちゃん、そんなことまで知ってるの？そのプロジェクトにお金出してるの、うちの祖父だから。
Grandpappy.
学校のいい宣伝になるしね。私も実習に参加しろって言われたけど、興味ないから断ったわ。
What? You turned it down?
全然知らなかった。なんであまねちゃんなの？
And Asa's probably thinking, why wasn't I invited?
さあ、そこまでは。けど、どうやら本当みたいね。
Kotori Ageha and I look at each other. She's coming back! Amane is coming back. That's what we are thinking.
ねえ、あまねちゃんに頼めないかな、顧問の話。
Yeah, Kotori was thinking what we all were thinking.
だって、講師ってことは先生じゃない？
Yeah.
あまねちゃんなら。
Yes, exactly.
必要な資格も全部持ってる。
It should work. I'm so excited. It makes me cough. I'm dying. Send help. Kotori and Ageha nodded at one another and begged me to agree. I think it's a good idea, but I'm not so sure things will go over so easily.
行くわ。だってあのあまねちゃんが嫌って言うはずないもの。あのガレージを何年間も一人で守り続けた人だもんね。
Yeah, right. Like she's despite the fact that she may be gone and it's been a year since the whole Soaring Club. Like, I don't know, maybe she personally wants to move on from it, right? Just sort of end that chapter of her life and move on to something new, which she has now. But there's gotta be a part of her that like still feels connected to the Soaring Club, the glider in particular, the garage, everything, right? So even though she's got a sort of new job, new life, starting a new life, whatever, right? Part of her's gotta be like, yeah, I want to help them protect it, right? At least we hope so.
そうなると万事解決ですね。
Like, I don't think it's gonna be that hard. So, like, maybe she'll have a little bit of doubts at the beginning, but she'll be on our side, no doubt. If the Soaring Club comes back again, we can get the garage and glider back. Everything will be back.
頼んでみる価値はあるよね。
Everybody nodded in agreement with Ageha. Ageha. I never actually realized, but like, the way you pronounce her name, that the word gay is in it. I went back to my room after a bath and sat on the bed. Amane is coming back unexpectedly to Kazagaura. It's abrupt and unexpected, just like her personality. I'll be able to see her again. Ooh, butterflies in our stomach. Activate. Oh yeah. I like you, Amane. We did say that, right? We can kind of pick things up where we left off, sort of. I just wanted you to know how I feel. Although we didn't really expect that to happen. Or rather, I mean, we all knew that she'd be coming back, like, of course, right? But like, I guess Aoi, the character himself, didn't really expect it. The love I had at that time still remains in my heart. The person I love. But we haven't spoken since then. Kotori has been sending us mail about the latest news, but we haven't done much, so there has been less and less mail. Amane doesn't send us mail often. She's a very busy person, so she doesn't have time to take care of us. And I will leave the stuff behind that I can't take with me because I don't need most of it. She said as she left most of the things in the garage. There were designs for a new glider which she had been working on for a long time, and a picture of the morning glory. She left her memories. Like she doesn't need them anymore. I feel like it seems that sort of right, everything kind of that she wanted to achieve at the Soaring Club for the most part has been achieved. So even though obviously when she left, right, she'll miss us as friends and as club partners and everything that we've done, I feel like over her tenure or quote-unquote career here at the Soaring Club, mostly she's been fulfilled in that area. I think at least. Or at least that's kind of how it comes across. And most of them are still in the garage. They are sealed so that nobody could touch them again. Kotori said if we ask Amane to be our supervisor, she will do it for sure. But I wonder if that's true. She might have changed. I grabbed a picture frame from the desk. It's a picture that we took together after she came back from the last flight. There she is, in a group of happy, smiling people. The only one smiling awkwardly. Yeah, I guess. Her smile is a little bit awkward compared to the rest of us. Maybe she's just not good at smiling. Or maybe there's a reason that she couldn't smile from the heart. I lay down on the bed and looked at the ceiling. I felt a pain in my chest. I wonder if these feelings are different from sadness or pain. Could they come from special feelings for her? Amane is coming back. Ever since I heard the news, my heart had been pounding, although I had been trying to be calm. It's hard though. The next day, I went to school by myself. I overslept and was late finishing up my work in the dormitory. Kotori went to school first with Ageha. They are so heartless and cold, leaving me behind. Couldn't even wait a couple extra minutes for me. Couldn't even, be late together with me like true friends. Complaining on the way, I walked along the street to the school. The weather was also very nice this morning. However, looking up at the sky makes me feel lost, because I still can't fly yet. Oh, an airplane. Airplanes can fly whenever, right? Gliders, however, not so much. The airplane was flying, making a line in the blue sky. It's weird that planes look like they're not moving when seen from the ground, even though they move very quickly. I mean, that's from the distance, right? Because we look up so high. There was a person looking up dazed at the sky, just like me. She was standing and looking up absent-mindedly, not noticing she's in the way. Wait, is that Amane? It is her! Is it? It is! Amane! Wow, she still hasn't changed her wardrobe in a year. It was Amane. Holy crap. A year has passed. The last time we saw each other, we kissed and all that. How is this meeting gonna be? Awkward or not? I guess we'll find out. I was surprised, and it seemed that she was as well. My eyes meet hers from a 10 meters distance. Long time no see.
いや、久しぶり。
Why are you here? What do you mean? Did you know? What the fuck?
ちょっと学校に用事があってな。
I may be wrong, but is it about becoming a lecturer?
よく知ってるな。その下準備のために呼ばれたんだ。
I got my connections, I know everything. Ageha's story was true. I'm not ready to meet her yet, so it feels quite awkward. So, you're on your way to school, aren't you? Can I come with you? I mean, I feel like, even though we knew Amane was going to be back, I feel like meeting her, facing her again is like one of those things that we had to mentally prepare for. So indeed, we were not ready to randomly stumble into her and then like, oh shit, what do we do? What do we say?
ああ、構わないぞ。
We started walking together. She hasn't changed much. She's already an adult, so it's not like she would change that much in just a year. but I felt like she was calmer and somehow more grown up.
元気だったかい？
I'm good. How about you?
うん、元気だ。今朝もご飯を3杯もおかわりした。
Good old Amane eating shit tons of food again. You still eat a lot.
3日ほど何も食べていなかったんだ。3日分と考えれば少ない方だと思うぞ。
Oh yeah. She would always go through these periods of like just not eating at all and actually just forgetting to eat. And then when she does finally eat, she eats a lot. She still concentrates so hard that she forgets to eat. I'm happy that she is still the same, but at the same time, I'm a little sad that she had been having a good time elsewhere. So, are you busy?
ああ、
She nods instantly. That's right, she's not a student anymore. I was bewildered momentarily and then opened my mouth. Do you have time today? Even a little?
ないこともないが。
We have something important to talk with you about. Could you make time for us after school? She stared at me in a daze.
おう、構わないぞ。
Alright. We're gonna confront her after school. Members of the Soaring Club were waiting for her in a vacant classroom.
遅いな。本当に来るの？
She said she would. Just be patient, Kotori. She said she was. It's not impossible that she got too focused on something and forgot her promise.
ドキドキします。慶風学園の生きる伝説と呼ばれていた方なんですよね。
I guess. But yeah, they've never met her.
天才だっていう話だし。
She is, but you know, when you see like her quirks as a person, you probably think like, wait, this person is a genius, but she's a little bit of a weirdo at times.
天才っていうか、ねえ。
When she's busy and solely focused on like what she has to do, then she's a genius, right? In that particular thing. But in other aspects,
天然時々天才って感じね。ボケボケっとしてて子供みたいな人よ。
Kotori speaks nostalgically about the good old days, and from Asa's face, who hasn't met Amane, it seemed as though she was wondering, just what kind of person is this Amane? Well, I guess in reality, she is quite strange. While we were talking, the door opened. Dun dun dun.
いや、お待たせ。
There she is.
あまねちゃん。
Amane!
あまね先輩。
Kotori and Ageha smile. Asa and what, Eru? Eru is not her name, what the fuck? Stared at her meekly, obviously intrigued by this person they had only heard was strange and brilliant.
みんな久しぶりだな。元気だったか？うん、元気だったよ。
Damn, Kotori's so happy. Kotori seems very happy, like a faithful dog. If she had a tail, it would definitely be wagging.
先輩も元気そうで。今朝までは元気だったんだがな。久しぶりに学校に来て先生たちに会って肩が凝ったよ。
I can imagine with all those old teachers. She rubs her shoulder like an old lady.
本当にあまねちゃんが講師やるんだ。ああ、そうだぞ。今度学校で会った時はあまねちゃんではなく望月先生と呼ぶように。
Mochizuki sensei. Ooh. She says it with confidence.
なんか偉そう。あまねちゃんのくせに。偉そうなのはあんただ。でも先輩、どうして先輩が講師をするんですか？新しいコンセプトでデザインされた風車を建造するプロジェクトって聞きましたけど。その風車のデザインを私がしたんだ。
Oh shit. As she says it as what? As she says what? As she says it as if it is nothing. Does it mean yours that sentence like fucked? I don't know, but she says as if it's nothing. Expressions of amazement and surprise spread over everyone's faces.
よくわかんないけどすごそう。ね、朝すごいでしょ、あまねちゃんって。はい、なんだかよくわかりませんがすごそうです。 いやー参ったよ。グライダー製作で得た知識を応用して試しに風車をデザインしてみたんだが、それがラボの人間に見つかってしまってな。気がついたら作ることになっていた。おかげで仕事が増えてしまったぞ。
It actually sounds like she's not happy. She's like, I got more shit to do. God damn it. She says as if she really, she says it like she really, what? Oh my god, I feel like I can't read. Or the sentence, no, okay. She says it like she really is in trouble. Okay, that sentence is fine. That was just me. Holy fuck, what is wrong with me? Wake up. It seems like she isn't happy about doing this work. But because of this, we can meet up with her again.
ところで、話ってなんだい?
Oh, here it comes. Everybody had been happy, but the atmosphere got serious quickly.
実はね、あまねちゃん。
Go ahead, our new president of the Soaring Club. I mean Soaring Fan Club. Kotori explained about our current Soaring Club situation and what has happened since she left. About how after that scandal where we barricaded ourselves, our club changed to a society, and about our current activity. To be honest, I felt bad that we had to tell her about it. She was listening to us without anger or sadness.
けど、後輩も入ったのよ。朝と夜。夜はおまけみたいなもんだけど、でもいろいろ協力してくれてるわ。
A bonus prize, a 2-for-1 special.
へえ。
I mean, they're twins after all, right? 2-for-1 special indeed. She stares at Asa and Yoru like twins are something new to her.
風と朝です。妹の夜です。
Yeah, her name's Yoru, not Eru.
望月あまねだ。よろしくな。いつも小鳥先輩たちからお噂を聞いていました。伝説の先輩なんですよね。
Asa says it, looking at her like she was a celebrity.
なんだろう、伝説って。
Yeah, you're kind of a legend. She wonders out loud. She seems like she is aware that she left a legacy.
話はそれだけなのかい？違うわ。
Nah, we wanted to ask you something.
実はまたガレージの取り壊しの話が出てるんです。それだけじゃないわ。私たちのグライダーを市の博物館に寄贈しようとしてるの。私たちそれをどうにか阻止したいんです。顧問になってくれる先生がいなくて。だからお願いあまねちゃん、私たちの顧問になって。
When Kotori begged, Amane said and started thinking, please Amane. She looked at our faces one by one.
それを阻止してどうするんだい？どうって。
You know, be an actual soaring club and do soaring club things like before?
あのガレージは私たちと先輩が過ごした大切な場所じゃないですか。
Yeah. She looks at us as if she is worried. I remembered when she left here without taking any of the memorabilia from the garage.
ガレージを守りたいから部活動として認められたいのかい？違うわ。それもあるけど。
But we also want to move forward, right? Not just protect the past, but also move forward.
私たちには目標があるんです。あの日飛べなかったモーニンググローリーを今度こそ飛びたいっていう。そのために準備もしてきました。準備？
Yeah, mentally, mostly. We analyzed the drawing you left and simulated the production process.
グライダーのこともいっぱい勉強したわ。あまねちゃんがいなくったって作れるように。それで機体の改良は実現できるって確信しました。
We decided to start working on the flight plan again. Yeah, we haven't just been sitting on our asses. We've actually been doing work in our minds. Not physical work, because we couldn't, but if we could,
思い出だけじゃない。私たち守りたいの。あの日あまねちゃんと一緒に見た夢を。
Oh god, Kotori sounds like she's about to break down. Kotori's eyes were filled with tears. Amane's eyes were wet, but pure and serious, and she looked like she might change her mind. She must have the same thoughts. But
もうやめた方がいい。
What? How can you say that, Amane? No! She said it weakly.
なんでよ、あまねちゃん。 ニンググローリーはもう来ないよ。
It's not true. And definitely won't come back with that attitude. She says so to persuade us not to do it.
去年の夏、あの雲は風ヶ浦の空に現れた。実に26年ぶりのことだ。
Doesn't mean can't come back this year. You know, maybe we'll be lucky.
その希少な現象がまたすぐに起こってくれるとは考えにくいと思わないかい？
I mean, clearly not if it comes every 26 years, but it could be like a very rare back-to-back.
そんなのわからないわ。だってどうして起こるのか理由は解明されていないんでしょ。だったら私はまた現れてくれるって信じる。
Amane looked at Kotori with incredible sadness in her eyes. But Kotori stared back at her without flinching. I love Kotori's determination.
ごめん。やっぱりできない。
What? Come on, Amane! What?
君たちには大きな恩があるし、協力したいとは思うんだが。
Then do this one thing for us, right? You only have to take on the responsibility. You don't even necessarily need to be there, right? Just like all the other supervisors, they didn't need to be there, actually. They just needed to sign on that, like, yeah, we'll be the supervisor. Take on the responsibility if something were to happen. And, yeah, but for the most part, you don't need to do anything.
やっぱりお忙しいんでしょうか。
Like, I feel like if she is that busy, it wouldn't interrupt with what she would need to do, right? Because, yeah, like, all she needs to do is just sign or, like, say, yeah, I'll be the supervisor, but then you don't need to show up. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. Ageha said it because she probably wanted Amane to give a good excuse that she can't do it. But she...
今の私は君たちと同じ夢を見られないんだ。
But you don't have to have the same dream as us. You can just help us achieve ours. Right? You don't need to have the same as ours. She said the last thing that we wanted to hear. But still, like, this attitude is... I don't know, right? We don't know what happened with over the year for her personally that made her, I guess, sort of change her mind or move on from everything, right? But this is kind of so unlike the Amane from last year. So obviously something has happened throughout the year that made her, well, say these words and have different feelings about everything now. But yeah, it kind of hurts, right? It kind of hurts for us. And with that, the conversation was over. Fuck. For real?
What?
Ah, Hato! Hat, the duck. Ah, here you are. In the garden of the Flying Fish Manor, Kotori was spacing out with Hat on her lap. You calm down? I mean, that was our only hope, right? Sort of Amane. And she came back. And we thought, I kind of thought that it would just be easy. Like, yeah, she's gonna say yes, but apparently not. That was like our last shining hope. And it's fallen apart. Kotori says nothing, but that means yes. After Amane said those hopeless words to Kotori, she went back to the dormitory and cried. Because of her pride, she held her tears until she got home. But she cried really hard as soon as she shut the door, and she let out a shockingly loud wail that reached all the way outside.
あまねちゃんがあんな人だったなんて思わなかった。
I feel like she isn't. She isn't that kind of person, but something has happened that made her, or like, it doesn't even necessarily mean that she is different now. It's just that maybe some asshole sensei, right? Maybe asshole sensei somehow got to her, is blackmailing her or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a reason why she's saying those words that are unlike her. She says it as if to say she'd misjudged Amane's character. She has her reasons, I think. It's probably not a grown-up situation. If it were, she wouldn't reject us like that. She would have different reasons. She could have just said that she was busy. The sad eyes Amane looked at Kotori with. I've never seen her eyes like that.
変わっちゃったのかな。もう。
Is that so? I'm not sure, but I don't think she has changed completely.
どうして？
when you said you want to protect the dream we had together. She looked like she might be swayed. Oh, we need to play on that, right? It's like a weakness. We need to play on that. Take advantage of it. It might be my mistake. Or rather, I wanted to think like that, so it cropped up in my thoughts. But to me, she looked like she could sway, so there's still hope. I told you that I saw her at the garage on the last day of summer break.
ええ。
The day when she left. She tried to leave without saying goodbye. On that day, I confessed to her. Oh god, we're saying this to Kotori? I told her that I loved her. Well, we didn't quite say that. We said that we liked her, not loved.
そうだったんだ。葵くん、あまねちゃんのこと好きだったんだ。
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure, but I don't think she has changed completely. I've never changed my mind, even though I couldn't see her. And when I met her today, I realized I still love her. She didn't feel the same way, though. Is that so?
じゃあ、今日のこと。
Yeah, I was shocked. I say it as if we were talking about someone else.
ごめんね。私ばっかり泣いちゃって。
Girl, you don't need to apologize about crying. We know how much the whole Soaring Club means to her, right? This is one thing I do remember from her route, right? That Kotori was at a point where she was just really... I don't know if depressed is like the right word, but like, you know, things weren't going very well for her, both with school and just her life and everything, and I don't know, the Soaring Club has given her meaning, motivation, something to strive towards, work towards, and look forward to, and it's kind of slipping away from her now, right? And that's, yeah, it's understandable to be sad about that. I get it.
私ダメだ。すぐ自分のことで手一杯になっちゃって、周りが見えなくなっちゃう。
Is your nose that long? That's not a problem. I feel better because you cried.
そっか、葵くんはあまねちゃんが好きだったんだ。
Maybe it's because I confessed to her, that's why.
でも、なんでそんな話してくれるの？
Good question, I don't know. Maybe I feel lonely, so I wanted someone to know. The things that happened today were probably more shocking than I was even aware of.
なんか嬉しい。友情って感じ。
I mean, like, Ageha is like the, our close, well, Ageha is our childhood friend, right? But I feel like, at least so far, like, sure we played the Kotori route, but like, without keeping like the actual character routes in mind, I feel like throughout sort of the parts of the story, right, before you enter a character's route, that Aoi has bonded with Kotori the most in terms of like actually being closest and like, you know, closer friends than everybody else, I would say. So yeah, I mean, I consider her a friend already, but yeah, this is one of the things that you do with friends, right? When I saw Kotori smile, I felt much better. Last year, when we flew to Morning Glory, she said something. She said, "This is goodbye." Looking at the disappearing passage of clouds from the cockpit, she seemed sad but broke through it and whispered. The dreams of the glider and Isuka became a memory of the past for her.
私たちも、もう思い出の中にしかいないんだ。
So I'm guessing that like, you know, for Amane, all those things are connected to the Soaring Club, right? Especially like the whole thing with Isuka. And now that we're sort of an extension of that, right? Because we joined the Soaring Club at the time when she was also in the Soaring Club. But like when she was ready to move on from it, or kind of was maybe, I don't know if she was necessarily ready, but she was forced to move on, right? Because she was graduating. So when she was forced to move on, she put all that behind her, all the Soaring Club, all the stuff with Isuka, and then in part, us too. So, yeah. But I feel like there's still that weakness, right? That weakness that we can sort of just prey on. So it's not over yet. Hat was looking up at Kotori and was murmuring sadly on her lap. Quack, quack, quack. That's how he murmurs. A few days after Amane turned down being our supervisor, the day the garage was to be demolished and the glider was going to be donated was approaching. After school, we gathered in the classroom, waiting for people who didn't have clubs.
こうなったらやるしかないわ。
What's the plan?
そうだね。ガレージはともかく、グライダーだけは何としても取り返さないと。
That's the one thing, right? Like, if we can't get the garage back, and the Soaring Club and all that, at the very least, we have to get the glider.
葵？どうしたの？ずっと黙っちゃって。
I was just thinking, there must be another way.
あればこんな話してないわよ。もう時間がないんだよ。
Are we out of time? Yeah, but we would be punished. If there was something we could do. I looked at Kotori. Isn't this... I don't remember exactly, but like, this feels oddly familiar to what happened in the Kotori Route 2, right? And didn't we then break into the garage and took the glider to the hangouts of Asa and Yoru at the Windmill Hill? I feel like that's what we did, right? I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what we did. And it kind of sounds like we're probably going to do something similar in this route again. I looked at Kotori. She realizes why I was looking at her like that, and she starts talking.
私のことなら気にしないでいいわ。
Really? But her parents... But this time you'll be... She might be kicked out of school. Kotori's family is complicated.
そうしないと私たちのグライダーが持ってかれちゃうのよ。
Goddamn Kotori. She's willing to risk it all.
でもそのせいで小鳥がいなくなっちゃうのは私も嫌だよ。
The glider is important to us, but if we lose Kotori over it as well, I don't know if that's worth it.
そんなことにはならないわ。絶対にさせない。だから。
We can make a new glider from scratch. We might even find a place for our club too.
二人とも何よ。そんなの私絶対嫌なんだからね。あのグライダーはあの翼はごめん悪かったから泣かないで。
No.
泣いてないもん。
She says while she sounds like she's crying. Anyway, we'll investigate and make it work. We can't afford to leave any evidence. That way we can play dumb if they find out. That's always a good trick, right? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I was walking around the school to look for a way to carry out the glider. It's easy to sneak in if we have a key because the garage is not in plain sight. The problem is carrying out that big glider without being seen. We should open a lock during the day and carry it out at night. The garage is outside of the school building and not being used. Security might not be tight because there is no important stuff in there. How can we carry a glider that big and heavy? This time, I can't ask Anchan for help. Anchan!
葵くん？
Huh? Oh, Amane! Amane came out of the building. What a surprise to see you. The students who know Amane look at her in surprise. Did you have another meeting?
ああ、受講希望者が予定よりも多くなりそうだから行動を使ってやれないかと提案されて。けど私は先生なんてしたことないからな。あまり大きなところでやるのは嫌だと話してきたんだ。
Oh, you're nervous? That sounds nice. I wish I could try your class.
葵くんならいつでもいいぞ。これから風車の建設予定地の下見に行くが、なんだったら一緒に来るかい？
I guess? Are you sure?
うん、もちろんだ。
She said so and started walking ahead of me. But what about the glider? Is it going to be built here? Windmill Hill. I gazed blankly at the hill over which the wind blew.
いくつか候補となってる場所があるんだが、 その中でどこが一番いいか。
She looks at the hill in earnest. A lot of windmills are in motion, being spun by the wind from the lake. Are you going to work on one until it is finished, like these?
いや、私は風車のデザインをするだけだ。プロジェクトそのものは他の人が仕切ることになっている。
Oh, okay. Climbing up the hill, she says, but... Or climbing the hills, she says, but... and cuts herself off.
私からも何か提案できることがあるかもしれないと思ってな。
You work really hard.
そうか？
I should do what I can, even if it's not my job. She doesn't brag or hate doing it.
働き者は葵くんだと思うがな。
I don't do shit. I'm lazy as fuck. I'm just a backseat driver.
そうか。
She laughed happily. My heart pounds when I see her laugh. I walked around the windmill hill with her for a while. She looked for good places, other than the ones that were already proposed as sites.
こんなところか。
We walked the entire hill, the windmill hill. She closed her notebook after she finished writing. Did you learn what you needed?
まあまあかな。
She answered unclearly, and then she looked around the hill. We are in the middle of the slope.
やっぱりいいな、ここ。風が気持ちいい。
She wants to put it here. She says, half closing her eyes as she feels the breeze.
ここへ来るのはあの日以来か。
What day? That day? She looks at me puzzled.
あの日じゃないか。ほら、君たちが私の送別会をしてくれた。
Oh. Ah. It's not like I had forgotten the day she was talking about, but that day didn't bring it to mind. I took her outside while everybody was preparing for the party because we wanted to surprise her. I took her here to save some time. You still remember?
覚えているぞ。
See, she hasn't completely, like, forgotten or like, let go of the past. Enjoying the view, she speaks very casually. My heart pounded at her words again. And our kiss that day.
ここは変わらないな。時間がゆったりと流れている。
Yeah, I imagine, right? I don't know, like, even just from seeing the image of this place, like, I don't know, there just seems to be a certain aura around this place. Like, obviously, as far as I know, it doesn't exist in real life, at least not looking like this, but, like, if this were in real life and you were to actually, like, be there and visit it, I feel as well that there would just be a completely different feel. Like, so calming, relaxing. She says so to herself and opens her arms to feel the wind. Did you change? Whoa, so straightforward. Did you change? I asked her without thinking. Did you change as a person, Amane? Your mind? Did you change your mind? Oh, that's what she was asking. Okay. I was thinking like, did you change as a person? How could you, Amane?
この間の話をしているのかい？
Yeah. I nod.
そうかもしれない。もう学生ではないからな。
That's the whole reason we're asking you, because you're not a student anymore. You're a teacher now, right? That's why we're asking you. So you changed because you are not a student anymore? Is that it?
そういうものらしい。
Or maybe it would actually, maybe she said no because if she feels like she would be part of it, right? If she says yes to being a supervisor, she would actually get so much into it again. You know, just like when she were a student back at the Soaring Club and she doesn't want to be that because it's not something she can be anymore, right? She would actually get involved so much to a point where, well, she can't actually afford to right now just because she's a teacher now, she has all this other stuff that she's busy with. Is that the reason for it? I'm a student now and have a few more years until I graduate. I might even transfer to college. I couldn't imagine myself not being a student.
正直、私もまだよくわかっていないんだ。けれど、 今まで迷惑をかけていた分、早く大人にならなくちゃと思ってる。
She is much older, but she still acts like a kid. That's why I loved her. Am I selfish to think I don't want her to change? I know that, but I feel impatient.
君たちには大きな恩がある。だから返せるなら返したい。けど、私の目から見ても、今さら無理にグライダーを飛ばそうとするのは正しいことではないように思うんだ。
Why not?
夢中になれるものならきっと他にもあるさ。たまたまそれがグライダーだっただけで。
I agree, but some part of me is still saying no. The garage and glider are very important to us. I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's almost symbolic. Like we can't just let it go, not without a fight. The memories of spending time with Amane Mochizuki, who I love, those are important. Did you turn out that offer because you think we are wrong?
そういうことになるのかな。
She says it apologetically. I understand what she is saying. It is a normal thing for adults to say, but it made me very angry because Amane Mochizuki gave such an obvious, normal adult opinion. It's not like her. I don't know what is right or what is wrong. I just don't want people to decide what is right for me.
葵くん、
When I flew with you, my heart pounded. When we were making the glider together, I was happy. I could keep it up after the club is gone, because it was fun to aim for the sky together. Did you change? Don't you feel the same way? Were we wrong back then? The dream I had with her. The emotions I had when we flew for the first time. The mortification I felt when I couldn't succeed. I want to take you to the place that we couldn't reach that day. Am I wrong to think like that? I asked her like I was begging. Please, Amane. She looked away.
それは
She didn't say anything after that. She's starting to, it seems like she's starting to break a little bit. Or like, you know, zoning in on that vulnerability. Because I feel like, even though she said she's moved on and all that, right?
おかえり。
I feel like there's still like a tiny part of her, like there's still a tiny regret, right? A tiny regret of just like unfinished business. And if we can just push that a little bit more, and I feel like she would agree and actually say yes. But yeah, we're back. Thank you, Kotori. Yeah, hey.
どうしたの？むっつりして。
It's nothing. After that, I saw her off at the bus stop and came home. It was awkward because we made almost no conversation. I was very upset because she put on an act like an adult. She didn't do anything wrong, but I took it out on her like she did. And she didn't answer my question. I was upset at so many things.
ねえ、例の計画だけど。
We don't have time. We should carry it out tomorrow.
オッケー、わかったわ。アゲハ
Okay.
にも伝えておく。
The glider is very important to us, even if it's just a part of the past for her. The thing is though, right? After I said goodbye to Aoi, I didn't take the bus. I headed to the runway without even realizing it. Oh, this is her perspective, Amane's perspective. But I feel like there's one thing that kind of comes across a little. I don't know how the correct word for it, but it feels like it's a little rude or something, right? But like, I understand how it is for Amane, right? Like, student life for her is over. The Soaring Club and all the activities and all that, her dreams was connected to that, to student life and school and all that. And obviously she's been, whether she wanted to or not, she's been forced to move on because she graduated, right? So she is sort of past all that already, right? But for her to sort of say that we should be as well, even though we're not in the same phase as her, right? We're still students. We still feel the connection to the Soaring Club. We still feel like we can do things there. We still have unfinished business, whatever, right? Like, it comes across as a little rude for her to say that we shouldn't pursue that or do those things, even though we're in the same position that she was in back then, when she cared about all those same things as we do right now as well. But it's just because she has moved on, like, she has a different perspective on it now. But that's because of the situation that she's in now, because she was forced to move on. But we're not there. We're not in those situations. We're not, you know? We're still students. So I feel like it's perfectly fine for us to still hold on to it and try to make it work. But yeah, anyway, seems like Amane headed to the runway, because nobody had used it in a while. It was covered in grass. I remember being drenched with sweat weeding the grass.
あれは大変だったな。
If we don't do it, long grass would get stuck in the wheels. So it was very important to flying.
あまねじゃないか。おーい。
Well, who the fuck is that?
Hmm?
Oh, this dude! Tatsuya was waving at me beside the winch. Anchan, right? I wanted to be alone, so I hesitated to go over there. But I start walking to him anyway. Doesn't he... He was at... I mean, he's older compared to Amane, but he was also at the school when Amane and Isuka were part of the Soaring Club, right? So I feel like to some degree, like he kind of knows at least a little bit more than we do regarding what happened at the Soaring Club during the time when Amane and Isuka were there.
何してるんだこんなところで。
散歩かな。達也は？
こいつのメンテだ。
Maintenance? As he says that, he takes the cover off the winch.
達也がやっているのか？
But no one's using it.
あいつら自分たちでもやってるけど、心配だからな。
Hey, we
時
can
々見に来て
handle...
るんだ。
We don't need you to babysit us. We can do it ourselves.
そうなのか。
どうした？なんか元気ないな。
うん。
I look down and he looks at me anxiously.
お前、顧問の話断ったんだって？
Oh damn, how the hell did you hear that?
どうしてそれを？
アゲハから聞いた。あいつすっげえへこんでたぞ。
そうなのか。
So she gets the blues sometimes, yep. I got the impression that she is the calmest person of them all.
どうして引き受けなかったんだ？
You're asking the golden question, Tatsuya.
私はもう大人だからな。学生の頃みたいにはいかないよ。
I grew up. Is that really true though? I feel like that's something she's trying to convince herself of, right? That she grew up. It's because, yeah, she's forced to move on from the student life. That's just why she keeps saying, like, I can't be a student again. So she's like, she's forcing herself to grow up. But like, it's fine to hold on to things from the past sometimes.
大人ね。そんな急に変わるもんか？
変わらなきゃいけないだろ。
Tatsuya got out of the school much earlier than me and became an adult.
ま、そうなんだけどな。
I mean, yeah, people do change. You have to grow up at some point, but I feel like people grow up at different rates, right? Like some people, due to their circumstances, may be forced to grow up faster or earlier than others, right? So that's something you can't really do much about. But if you're in the position where you're not forced to grow up due to your circumstances, if you're not ready to, like, you can just kind of take it at your own pace. He keeps at his maintenance work as he talks.
社会的に大人ってことになれば、責任ってのが出てくるよな。自分のやったことに責任を持たなくちゃいけなくなる。
あ
あ。でも実際、そんなにちゃんと大人をやってる人間、ほとんど見たことねえぞ。
そうなのか？
例えば俺なんてそうだ。まだこうやっておせっかい焼いて、大人になる前の自分にしがみついてる。
I feel like a lot of people, that the way they see like adulthood is that they have to like completely leave behind like just, I don't know, the inner child or whatever, right? But I feel like it's perfectly fine to just keep that inner child of yours alive. You just sort of have to pick and choose, right? Obviously, as an adult or when you're older, there are certain situations where you have to act and be an adult. But in the situations where it's not required to do so, it's still fine to have that inner childlike, to have that alive and keep being that way. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing.
達也がそうやって彼らに協力しているのは葵くんたちと親しいからだろ。
それもあるが、それだけじゃない。俺は好きなんだ。あいつらが飛んでるところを見るのが。
葵くんたちが飛んでいるところ。
Tatsuya nods.
もうちょっと臭い言い方をすれば、夢を託してるんだ、あいつらに。
I mean, that's something that a lot of adults do as well, right? Like if they sort of have a childhood dream or like a teenage dream or something, right? And they realize that like they've been forced to move on from that dream, they sort of entrust or leave that dream to other people. Like sometimes, you know, they pass it on to their child to some degree or sort of, you know, other younger people. And that seems what Tatsuya has done. And that's something that Amane herself can do as well, right?
俺たちのできなかったことをやってほしいってな。
Yeah, like you can kind of watch and help other people achieve their dream and then sort of indirectly help them achieve your dream, right? It's sort of to live vicariously through them. Tatsuya works carefully on the winch while he talks, and I look over him as he does.
この1年一度も飛んでいないんだろ。
ああ、でもメンテはしとかないとな。
Just in case. The old winch was in good shape, even though it hasn't been used. Ready to fly any time. Their maintenance hasn't been neglected. Tatsuya looks at me as I am silent.
1年前お前がいなくなった時、あいつらすげえ寂しがってたぞ。
Yeah.
お前、別れも言わずにいなくなったんだって？
うん。
It was too hard for me to say goodbye. I knew I wouldn't want to leave anymore. So I wanted to leave without saying goodbye to anybody. Oh, I love you. I just wanted you to know how I feel. We said... I'm confused now. I feel like we said I like you, right? Not that we said I love you. I could be wrong, though. But yeah, that memory... Amane's thinking about it.
ん？どうした？
Nothing, don't worry about it, dude.
なんでもない。
Nothing at all. I suddenly feel hot, so I fan myself.
お前ならわかるんじゃないか？突然、大切な誰かを失った気持ち。
I mean, of course, right? Isuka, she knows about that.
いつかを失ったお前なら。
Yep. Ah, that's actually a very good point, right? That Tatsuya has brought up. Right. Isuka was someone that Amane looked up to, right? And sort of for us, for me, Ageha and Kotori, Amane is kind of like our Isuka, right? She's sort of that older person that we look up to. So Amane should kind of understand how we feel, because it's pretty much the same how she felt when Isuka left or disappeared. I mean, the circumstances may be a little different because we don't know why she disappeared. Because I feel like it could just be very simple that Isuka just graduated, right? And that she just kind of like left. And like, alright, time to leave, bye-bye. You know, I graduated. But I don't know. The way that the story has told or like sort of left clues about Isuka, maybe that's just how I want to think about it, right? Maybe that's just how I perceive it and it's actually just not entirely true. But I don't know. I feel like there's more to it that is like a lot more mysterious how and why Isuka left and if something happened to her. But it could just be that she was like, graduating, bye-bye. But, you know, at the very least, I feel like there's some similarity there, enough for Amane that she kind of has to understand how we felt when she left.
ガレージもグライダーも取り上げられて、 それでもあいつらはくじけずに今日までやってきた。まるで誰かさんそっくりだよ。
Is that someone me?
言っとくけど、あいつら本気だぞ。
Probably the same as when Amane was, right? Before, or at the same time, right after Isuka left.
葵は滑空場へ通い詰めてパイロット資格を取ったし、アゲハとハバネさんはうちの工場にアルバイトに来てる。
アルバイト？
FRP やその他の加工技術を習いながら、安いけどバイト代も出てる。
All to keep the dream alive.
ちなみにバイト代は現金じゃなく、それと同等のグライダー用の資材をうちの工場で仕入れてほしいとさ。
そんなことまで。
I put too much strain on them.
お前今自分のせいでって思ったろ。
いや、
I can see it on your face. Tatsuya laughed.
お前のためにやってたとしても、お前のせいじゃないさ。
どういう意味だ？
結局のところ、あいつらはやりたいからやってるのさ。グライダーを作って飛ばすのが楽しいから。そして、その夢をくれた先輩のことが好きだから。
だから、私のためだけれど、私のせいではないのか。
You just inspired us, you know?
無理に大人になることなんてない。そんなの、その時が来れば勝手になるんだ。
Exactly, Tatsuya.
でも逆戻りはできないんだぜ。なら、今やれることをせいぜい頑張った方が俺はいいと思う。
This dude is actually gonna convince her, isn't he?
お前はいろいろ難しく考えすぎだ。
I mean, I kind of like maybe it's easier for him to convince her as well, right? Because he comes from a similar perspective, or like kind of a similar perspective, right? Because to some degree, probably Tatsuya has gone through what Amane is going through right now a little bit as well, right? Before, because he's older. Saying that, he closed the winch cover. It seems he finished the maintenance.
さてと、帰るか。どうする？駅まで送ってってやろうか？
いい。もうしばらくここにいたいから。
そうか。じゃ、またな。
ありがとう、達也。
He smiled at me and left with his tools. I was the only one who was on the runway again. Suddenly, sadness wells up in me. You'd probably understand, wouldn't you? The feeling of losing someone very important to you. Because you lost Isuka. Yeah, I feel like that's something that hit her. That like made Amane realize and just like, oh shit, right, yeah.
同じことをしてしまっていたんだな。
I murmur, and I imagine a glider being pulled by a winch and then lifting off from the runway in the evening sun. My first test flight here. It was also the first day for Isuka to fly. The wings we made were terrible, so the test failed. But it remains in my mind because it was so much fun. The surprise I had when the wings we made flew.
あの感覚は不思議だったな。グライダーが空を飛ぶのは当たり前のことなのに。
It's a machine made for flying. Even if it flew, that only means it was correctly assembled. But my heart pounded.
ワクワクしたんだ。
Because it's something that you built yourself, right? Speaking of which, I will feel like my first test flight with Aoi was the same. On that day, I had to be the pilot, so I was more scared than I was excited. But I still don't think it's the right decision to be the Soaring Club's supervisor rather. I will cause trouble again. I don't want people to decide what is best for me. That's what Aoi told you. I just remembered what Aoi said. And I also remember what the other person said. When was it? Isuka?
正しいとか間違ってるとか僕はないと思う。それを決められるのは自分だけだ。だってそうだろ？誰かにとって正しくても他の誰かにとって間違ってるってことはたくさんあるんだ。
That's true. I feel like, you know, it's very subjective from person to person, right? people may make the same decision, but it can be a right decision for one person and a wrong decision for another.
だから僕は僕にとって何が正しいか他人に決められるのなんてごめんだね。
So Izuka said the exact same thing.
迷った時は自分の心に耳を澄ませるといい。あんたの正しい答えはそこにある。
You have to do what you think is right for you.
そうだ。あれはイスカに言われた言葉だ。
Yep. When I was confused, Izuka told me that, laughing. I remember I was very surprised at that time, because I thought there was the only one right answer. But Izuka laughed at me and said there are as many answers as there are heads to think of them. I'd never come up with something like that. I thought Izuka was a genius. I touched my heart, and I listened to it. What is your heart telling you, Amane? Listen to it. But I heard somebody else, not me. It's not only the memories we want to protect. We want to protect the dream we had together. I want to take you to the place that we couldn't reach that day. Is it wrong to think like that? My heart told me what they said. The next day, we carried out the plan to get the glider back after school. What do you think Amane's decision was? I feel like she's gonna say yes, right?
ガレージの鍵をこっそり持ち出して鍵を開けておく。
Operation Steal the Glider.
鍵を戻して夜忍び込むと。
We need to get a bicycle drawn cart to carry it. It's too big and heavy to carry by hand.
それでも人手が足りないわね。私は戦力になれないものね。
Poor Kotori. Actually, you really don't have to do anything.
どうしてよ。
In case they find out.
そうそう。もしもの時は葵と私とでやったことにするから。
Right, then she won't get blamed and then she won't get kicked out of school either, right? So we're protecting her.
なんでよ。私だけのけ者なんて許さないんだから。
But it's for your own sake, Kotori. Your situation is different from ours.
そうよ。いくらグライダーを取り戻すためとはいえ、小鳥がいなくなっちゃうかもしれないなんて、私絶対嫌だからね。
Exactly.
でも
No butts or coconuts. First, we need to get the key. I heard Aso Sensei is taking care of it.
いきなりの難関ね。何の相談かしら。
Nothing. We're just planning, something. Shit. Oops. She spoke so suddenly it froze me in place like I had looked Medusa in the eyes. Uh-oh. We're like suddenly petrified.
そんなにビビられるとちょっと傷つくんだけど。
It's because of your position, Akari. It's not a personal thing.
あかりさん嫌だな。私ら別に悪巧みなんてしてませんよ。
Of course not. We're not a bunch of troublemakers, right?
そうよ。人聞き悪いこと言うのやめてもらいたいわね。訴えるわよ。何の相談って声をかけただけよ。
No. Us?
一体何の悪巧みをしてたのかしら。
Come on. Us? Plan something bad? Nothing. They are just dumb. Everyone tries frantically to smile deceptively. She looks at us suspiciously and sighs.
まあいいわ。それよりおめでとう、ソアリング部の皆さん。
What?
何が？
Does that mean what I think it means?
まだ聞いていないの？
Amane is accepted, hasn't she? We couldn't understand what she was talking about and looked at each other.
ソアリング部が正式に部活動に復帰できることになったのよ。
We're back in action, baby.
どうして？さっき望月先輩が職員室に来てソアリング部の顧問を引き受けると申し出てくださったそうよ。
Amane Mochizuki Sensei to the rescue. She did it. Or rather, Tatsuya really helped. Thanks, bro.
あまねちゃんが？
We looked at her beautiful face in surprise. Akari flinches as if frightened by how we looked at her.
何人か反対なさった先生もいたようだけど望月先輩はこうおっしゃったそうよ。
A few teachers, let me guess. Asshole Sensei in particular?
新しいコンセプトの風車をデザインするためグライダー製作で得た知識を応用している。
Oh, smart. Right? Connecting like her previous experience with the glider and the Soaring Club, using that to her advantage, right? She has that as well, right? With the new project, the windmill. But like tying those two things together, then it's something that's hard for them to protest against, because like the current work, why she's here currently, right, as a teacher and for the windmill, right? If she can make concept for new windmills and stuff because of the work at the Soaring Club, they're like, they can't even say shit about that.
もしそれが認められないなら講師の仕事も引き受けられない。
Holy shit, she even threatened, like, if you can't accept me being the supervisor, then I guess I won't bring you guys a new windmill. Damn.
あまねちゃんがそんなこと言ったの？
Holy shit. She gave them an ultimatum. Amane said something strong like that?
でそれは困るということですぐに許可が下りたらしいわ。
Good job, Amane. Holy shit.
一部を除いてうちの先生方は望月先輩には甘いのよね。
They accepted her repeating courses for a long time. It's probably just some kind of adult consideration, rather than having any hope for her. But
あまねちゃんがそんなこと言ってくれたんだ。
Amane, we knew we could believe in you.
おーい、涙ぐむにはまだ早いぞ。
はいこれガレージの鍵預かってきたわ。
Yes, the garage. We can go back there. Kotori took the key very carefully when she was trying not to spill even a drop of a very important liquid.
で、そのあまね先輩は今どちらに？
さあもう帰ったみたいだけど。
Really? She went home? I think she's waiting at us at the garage or something. She had just left the school and we chased after her. Oh, she's leaving?
全速力よ、葵くん。
Let's go! I'm like pushing her wheelchair as fast as possible. Alright! I push Kotori's wheelchair as I run. Here we go! And over there! Amane! Oh shit, it's him! Uh-oh! Asshole Sensei was just walking from the gate. Ignore him! We won this round, motherfucker! As soon as he recognizes us, he starts staring at us. We pass him like we don't see him. See ya, Teach, asshole!
さようなら。
We won!
俺は認めたわけじゃないからな。
I don't give a shit. You don't need to recognize anything. We got the keys. We can use the garage. We got the glider. That's all we need, baby. When we passed him, we heard what he said. He said it with a red face. Kotori said something to him.
あかんぺー。
Yeah, you tell him. We're in a hurry. We have something more important to do than make sarcastic remarks at him. So Kotori's singer was good enough. Amane, Amane, Amane. Wind blows over the runway. The wind from the lake blows the summer grass on the runway. It seems like time has been stopped for the past year. But there's a reason I felt that way. It appears to be the same, but it has changed. The grass has grown and bugs live there. The iron rusts and rots, but Tatsuya takes care of it. Our world is still gray, like it's rotten, but the sky is blue.
そうか。私は楽しんでたんだ。
I was convinced that I continued doing it to keep Isuka's promise. But I started enjoying making gliders with Aoi, Kotori, and Ageha. No, that's not it. Since Isuka was here. Fun. I never felt that way until I met Isuka. A glider flying in the sky. It's really obvious, but why is it so fun?
どうも、私はまだ苦手なようだ。楽しむってことが。バカだからな。
While murmuring to herself, I heard a voice. We found her! Amane! I saw Kotori, Ageha, and Aoi running towards me. At that moment, not only the sky, but the whole world started shining. My heart is pounding and I feel excited. These are my expectations for the future, and my feelings of nostalgia. I started running.
Hi! Mina!
Amane? Such an Amane thing, oh my god. She tripped. Are you okay?
Senpai!
I thought it was gonna be like a very, like, you know how in the movies you have like the dramatic slow motion of people that are being reunited, like running towards each other, right? And there's like dramatic music in the background, and they like slowly running towards each other. I expected a moment like that, and then blah! She trips and falls, eats grass. Falling down is not so bad, because it reminds me of where I am, although it does hurt a little. And I was embarrassed because I had everyone worrying about me. Yes, it's gonna continue. We're back in action.